All right, so we're here at the IMAX 3D Theater with Tom Benson and Willow Osborne.
Hi.
Welcome, thanks for doing this.
Glad to have you here.
Yes.
Willow, we're showing this a week or so later for you guys, but you were in town last week
Yes.
for the premiere of a brand new film, which is why Tom is here. You're going to play for us a little bit. Thank you, first of all.
Oh, thank you.
But Tom, go ahead and tell us about the film.
Yeah, America's Musical Journey 3D is our newest film here at the IMAX Theater. And this is one of those that is a celebration of culture and how culture has influenced American music. So you get a little taste of history, you get a little taste of culture, and just about every musical form that you can think of is included in this film. And it starts off with kids, and it goes through the history of Louis Armstrong and a number of other musicians, and really I think it's just a toe-tapping film that will get people up and enjoying music in a way that they hadn't thought of before.
Yeah, and Willow, you're in the film,
Yes.
right? In addition to everything else that we'll talk about in a little bit, but that's why you're here as part of this.
Yes.
What? Have you seen it?
I have.
What do you think?
I think that it is an amazing film. It blends education with entertainment and inspiration. And I really think that everyone is going to love it.
Yeah, cool. Tom, you get excited for every film that comes, but
Almost every film.
I feel a little bit extra from you on
Yeah.
this one.
I saw it for the first time a couple days ago and was just blown away by it. Aloe Black is kind of the host of this film, so he's taking the audience on this musical journey through all of those iconic American cities that are associated with music. So Detroit with the Motown sound, Nashville, Memphis, Chicago, New Orleans, Miami, Washington, D.C., New York, L.A., all of it's packed in there, and each one of them has a different chapter of America's musical history. And through this, Aloe is developing his song, My Story, and incorporating the musicians that he meets along the way
Yes.
in that music. So it's really kind of a layered story.
Yeah.
And you can't have music without dancing, so there's a lot of dancing and activities and people just having fun associated with music. And, you know, music connects us in a very special way. So it's a celebration of music.
Speaking of having fun, I think we got started just as
One
everyone
film is
got
loading
here.
out, yeah.
That's cool. All right, so you're going to play for us?
Yes.
So I think Tom and I will step out of the shot here and let
All
you
right.
play, and then I'll come back.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, very cool.
Thank you.
Very cool. We should tell everybody, and I bet you're tired of hearing it, but Willow is 17.
Yes.
Been playing for all of 13 years, right?
Yes.
Since you were 4. And you play up at Dollywood, right?
Well, I play at Dollywood sometimes in the Bluegrass festivals, but my current job and full-time job is at Country Tonight.
Okay.
Yes.
Also a student. You're
Yes.
at Arizona State University.
About to enter my second year.
Tell me about the filming experience, because I think they kind of followed you around, right?
Yes. We got the call at the beginning of September, and it was really crazy because, you know, we thought it was some type of like prank or something like that. And so my mom called them back and they said, hey, you know, can you come here at the end of September, you know, to Nashville? And we said, sure, of course. And we went around to different places like the Opry and the Ryman, the Country Music Hall of Fame, Blackbird Studios, and some different places in about 4 days and filmed.
Yeah, that's pretty. Have you done anything like that before?
No.
It's
It
a
was-
different. It's kind of
oh,
like
wow.
this. It's a lot of hurry up and wait, isn't it?
Yes, I've learned that through like rehearsals for shows,
Yeah.
bring snacks and things like that.
a lot going on.
Yes.
What is it about the banjo that appealed to you?
Well, what I told my mom was that I wanted to have that happiness, and I think that one of the things that I always said about the banjo, being 4 or 5 and on, was that you couldn't be sad whenever you were listening to banjo, and so just stuck with it.
Terrible name dropping, but I've had the opportunity to talk to Bela Fleck and Steve
my
Martin,
goodness,
and they
Bela.
both said the exact same thing.
Really?
You cannot listen to the banjo and not be happy.
It's completely true.
That's pretty cool. All right, well, if you don't mind, play another one, and then
Okay.
we'll talk some more, because I think what people want to hear is you play banjo. So, all right, what are you going to play next?
I think I'll play one called the Foggy Mountain Special.
There we go. All right. See, you just can't, you have to be happy, right? That's just fun music.
Thank you.
What did you learn from this movie, this IMAX movie? As Tom said, it goes all over the country.
Yes.
It showcases, spotlights all different kinds of music. What was your takeaway?
Well, from a technical side of it, I've been in music, learning for 13 years now, and I learned so much history that I had no idea about. And, it made me realize that there needs to be more education on music. There needs to be more, films like this, teaching kids and teenagers and people of all ages about music, because music is such a connection for people. You don't have to know someone, but if you can, go up and say, hey, do you like this band? It's like you guys know each other already,
Right.
And I just think that music is such an important thing, and, we need more of it.
Did you get the sense watching it that there are so many different kinds of music and they're all very different?
Yes.
Or that they're a little more similar than people might think?
Well, that's tough, because the musician part of me wants to say, there's all these same chords and things
Right.
like that. But, it's so amazing. This film shows all the different types of music and flavors. And my favorite thing about the song My Story in the film was that, you thought you knew where the song was going, and then you heard a little bit of, Gloria Estefan's, Latino flavor,
Right.
and then you heard a little bit of the Nashville sound, and, it was so surprising that all those types of music came together to blend really well.
Right. It's interesting to me because we do this show every week, and so we've had classical, we've had jazz, we've had bluegrass, everything.
Yes.
And really good song is a good story.
Yes. Definitely.
Doesn't matter, what the genre is, right?
Yes, and I think that brings me back to the point of music being a connection, is that whenever you go out on stage or on the street, you perform for people and you share your story, and people feel like they know you, and you kind of shared a bit of who you are with them, and you've said, hey, I am open to making this
Yeah.
connection with you, and it opens you up to the world.
That's a great point. A lot of what we have when the people come in and perform is the songs when we hear the backstories.
Yes.
And then you hear somebody say, man, it's like you're telling my life.
Right,
and I can
exactly.
connect to that.
It's so important, and that's why I feel like so many kids and teenagers need to be exposed to more music, is because, you know, it helps them to feel like they're not alone, and
That's the other
and they are helped, and they have an outlet for all this, you know, emotional, emotional experiences that they're going through. And
Right.
music was definitely such an important outlet for me, and so many times whenever I felt like nobody could relate or I couldn't talk to someone about something, you know, there was music, and I was like, you know, it's going to be okay.
Yeah. Especially you pick up something that makes you happy.
Exactly.
Do you play anything else?
I play guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried a little bit of mandolin and dobro, but banjo and guitar keep me busy.
Just keep
So
bringing you back.
yes.
That's very cool. So,
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much. You're going to play one more for us, I hope. Thank
Sure,
you for
thank
giving
you.
us your time and for coming in and doing this. And Willow Osborne, you have your own website, willowosborne.com.
Yes.
I want to say org for some reason, but I was looking at it earlier.
Yeah.
It's got videos in your bio and all that stuff,
Yes.
so you guys can look her up. I'm sure you're on Spotify and all the others too. So thank you again so
Thank
much.
you for having me.
What are you going to
Appreciate
play?
it. I think I'll play the Bugle Call Rag.
All right. Thank you so much again, Willow.
Thank you. Thank you.